Hey guys, how's it going? Obviously, just left off from the previous episode right here in Drydale. So, first thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be getting out of here. If you didn't see while I was looting, there's not much here. First thing I'm going to do though, show you guys Molotov cocktail because I've used them and they're actually pretty damn useful. So obviously, like a Molotov cocktail, if you know what that is or if you can see the graphic, it's just a flaming bottle with alcohol or gasoline sometimes, with a rag that's on fire attached to the bottle, and once you throw it, it explodes into a fiery mess. And that's all it does in this game too. So it lights people on fire, but fire is a pretty deadly form of weaponry, I would call it, I guess, because it's really hard to stop fires in this game, and they'll bring you down to like 2 hearts. So if you light someone on fire, they better have like medical stuff in their inventory, otherwise they're gonna be in a world of hurt. And if they stop to go grab it, then you can shoot them. So hopefully I'll be going to a town and I'll be able to loot there without anybody coming, because these last few towns I've had people come. I'm gonna sprint. Now these remote explosives, they're pretty simple. If you ever spawn in with it, they're not that useful because they don't do a ton of damage. But you right click, you throw them out. It's kind of like a little landmine there. And then, yeah. All right, so we got rid of that. Just wanted to show you guys. It's kind of fun, you know, but they're, I don't know. They never really, not my cup of tea. Molotov's more my stance here. So what else we got in here? Bow. Once we get some arrows, I'll show you guys how to use a bow, and that'll be nice. So means of transportation in this game, there are wingsuits and jetpacks, but both of them are, wingsuit is just an elytra, and jetpacks take a ton of fuel, and fuel in and of itself is rare, so they're really not viable. They're like a, I can't get to this place and I hear it has really good loot, so I'm gonna jetpack into it kind of thing. It's not, you don't want to use a jetpack unless you have to, way I see it. So double barrel shotgun and a musket, probably 2 of the worst guns I could have gotten, but I'll show them off anyways. What else we got in here? I'll keep the musket in my inventory because the musket, believe it or not, it's actually not that bad. Just takes an insanely long time to reload. You know, Civ 5 and nothing in it. In my life. Alright. So, I wish there were some zombies around. Ooh, sheet metal. That could come in handy. Let's fill up on water here. Alright, so for musket, it takes small caliber rounds, which are real easy to come by. And I don't have any extra shots, but yeah, actually, I forgot. The musket really sucks. There's another gun that's pretty good. So, if I have another bullet, I'll show you how long it takes to reload. But, double barrel shotgun, obviously, loud, killed him instantly. I mean, just by far the better gun in every regard. But, still not the best, in my opinion at least. So, we only have 1 shot of that left, but I'm certainly going to hold on to it. So while I'm going, I'll explain sheet metal and scrap metal. So scrap metal, 4 of them can be turned into sheet metal. So there's that. And scrap metal and sheet metal are both used in making different types of bullets. So there are 5 different, I think there's 5 different calibers. There's small caliber, there's medium caliber, and high caliber rounds. Then there's sniper rounds, and then there's high caliber sniper rounds. And then there's different types of explosives for, like, you know, rocket launches and stuff, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So I believe it's 1 scrap metal for 15 small caliber bullets. It's 2 scrap metal for, and gunpowder. Let me amend what I'm saying. You need a gunpowder to make bullets as well. So yes, 1 gunpowder and 1 scrap metal put in your crafting table gives you 15 small caliber rounds, which I don't recommend ever making because they're pretty easy to find, so just find them. Medium caliber is 2 scrap metal. High caliber is 3 scrap metal, and you get, I think it's 10. And then there's also shotgun rounds. That's it. That's the last one. So shotgun rounds, which are what the double barrel use, obviously. That's 1 sheet metal and 1 scrap metal. And sniper rounds, I believe, is 2 sheet metal, 1 scrap metal, and then a high caliber. All that stuff, you can look it up. The crafting recipes are on here once you get on here and you type /help. If you ever need anything and I don't explain it here, this is basically it. This is like this has everything, right? This has all the stuff you could ever need. Yeah, statistics. I mean, black market can only be used in a safe zone. So, happy endings, hotel and resort. Well, somebody tried to build a castle here. I have not the slightest clue why, but they did. So, there is that. Well, I'm trying to think, is there a way in here? Ah, yes. Now, since I don't have another way of getting in, I'm probably just gonna break in. There we go. Now that works. However, I don't have any more rounds, so knife, not bad. I'll take the police visor over the regular construction hat. This place looks like it's gonna be loot. Oh, sweet, scrap. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so just for reference, I want to show you guys how long it takes to reload this musket. That's how long it takes. So, don't ever really use the musket. Ooh, katana could be fantastic. What's in here? This feels real sketchy. Where am I going? Oh my goodness, is it dark down here. Holy smokes. It is so dark. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave. Because there's nothing down here. We're gonna ignore that. Alright, so one of the best weapons in the game, if not the best melee weapon in the game, is the katana. Maybe it's a lightsaber, but my guess is probably the katana. And you'll see why once I kill a zombie with it. So now that I have this, I'm gonna hold on to the knife, and I'm gonna get rid of even the sledgehammer. I'm gonna get rid of baseball bat, shank. I'm gonna get one of these. Now, sawed off is perfect actually. Because of that, I'm gonna get rid of the double barrel. Hold on to the bow so I can show you guys. Alright, really good for now. So, katana, it's only got 100 uses, but you can, once you hit somebody with it, once you hit somebody with it, you get a little speed boost, or hit a zombie with it, so you get to go faster. It's actually pretty cool. I really like that. Obviously inspired by Michonne from The Walking Dead. Speaking of Walking Dead references, my favorite one is in this game, and I'll show you guys, but not right now. I'll tell you later. Alright, break these down. Alright, well, we looted this place pretty good. So, we're going to open these up for anybody that wants to come in. Just because, you know, we're nice people, and I had to break in, and I don't want to have to break in again. See? Look at that. Isn't that great, huh? Get a little speed bonus. And it's a one hit on pretty much anything. And I think it's even a one hit on people. So, you know how it is. Alright, we're going to keep going. Look for a town, maybe even somebody to kill. I doubt it. Alright. I see a building up ahead with an H on it. Now, I don't know what the H means for this building. My guess is a hotel. Because it's not blue and white. It's green and white. So, let's check it out. Running out of food here, though. Let's eat up, shall we? Beans obviously have the most. And then spam does a heart and a half, so, or a hunger pop and a half. So we're gonna use that. Can we get in? I kind of want to save it. We can get in up there. But there's no... Hampton Hospital. Ooh. Okay. Okay. This is some good stuff. Good showing off material here. Alright. How we're gonna get up there is so far beyond me. Maybe... Oh. Okay. Is there something in here? No. I didn't think this would turn into a parkour episode, guys. My bad. Okay, now, the way I see it, we're gonna have to do some trickery here. God. Alright, well, at least I can demonstrate this. If you break a bone, I don't even have a stick. That's just great. Might as well go back down, demonstrate. Let's go run to a tree branch. And this is what happens if you break a bone. You get slowness and you take damage. Damage is not the bad part. It's the slowness. That's sucky. Got one. Oh my goodness. Really? Really, man? You gonna do me like that? Alright, well, if we want to survive, which I want to, we are gonna have to... We're gonna have to run along this coast. And hopefully find a hospital. So, I guess I'll die. Well, I think I'm gonna go in one more time here and see if there's anything else I can explain. And if there is, I'll explain it. If not, I might move on to my counterattack account and then start showing things off from there. So, see you guys if I find anything worth explaining. Alright, so normally I wouldn't explain this, but I decided, you know what, I think it's important, just because I think it's important to know information that you should know, but you'd probably figure it out on your own anyways. So, I just spawned in this city called Imperious. Now, I'm going to skip the hospital, I'm gonna go straight for a gun. Now, the reason why is because this city normally has the most people. Now, usually this server has around 20 to 30 people on it, but right now it only has about 15, my guess. Reason being, it's just kind of late at night. People doing things, you know how it is. So, I'm gonna look for a gun, and hopefully I'll find somebody. If not, you know, what am I gonna do? Not have to fight someone? No. So, this city tends to have people lurking in,
I found some information about that. Take a look.
My Siri just went off. That's... Alright, anyways. So, this city tends to have the most people in it, just because of how big it is, and there's a lot of different places to loot for different reasons. Ooh, I'll take that. So, police station here tends to have some stuff, if not a basic weapon. Yep, Colt. Construction helmet. For these kind of custom helmets, you gotta have to put them in your inventory, right click. Ooh, extra ammo. Medcal, take it. I'll leave the crowbar. Take that. And there's a dog here, which means somebody's probably here. That was a fail. Ah, shoot. Alright, well, gonna have to redo it. Alright, not making the same as... God! Good thing that's here. Because if I didn't have that, I'd be like, alright, I'm probably quitting now. I'm probably done. But, luckily I had one of those. Alright, last chest, and just barbed wire. Alright, well, I'm going to empty out the rounds and keep looking for loot. See you guys if anything happens. Alright, just found a gun store. Don't know how to get in here, but if I remember correctly, there's a way in the back. Unless they got rid of it, which is entirely possible. No. Oh, they only kind of got rid of it. Good thing I have these. I found 2 of them. Also had to use up something. This Colt sucks real bad, but it's the only gun I have because the Glock 12 is not much better. Take the M9. Take that. Don't need a crafting table for anything in particular. That's good. More ammo at least. Take the wire cutters. Get rid of this hospital gown. Police top, already have one. Take it for the ammo. Take the knife. Probably better than the bat. But I'll keep the bat anyways. Anything back here? Nah. This is where I came in. I'm being very silly today. Alright, so came out with some good pistols. Certainly gonna use the M9 over the Colt. Glad I found one. So, rope you can, and now nobody ever does this. Not once has anybody ever done this in this game. But you can right click, and if you hold on it for 4 seconds, it ties them up, and you can slash captive to TP to the TP. You can slash captive to TP your tied player to you, and you can free them by right clicking them. Basically, you probably just use them as a hostage. If somebody has a whole bunch of gear on them in a clan or something, and you're like, man, this clan better give me all this stuff, otherwise I'm killing this dude with all this stuff on him. That sort of thing. Alright, so you can use this bartering tool, or the other thing you can use them for is making a tent. You need 3 tarps, which are those green things that I previously had before I died because I didn't get to explain it. Is that a gunshot? I hear a gunshot? Couldn't tell. I don't know what the... I have subtitles on for that sort of thing, just so I can, like, kind of cheat a little bit. Cheat's relative, though. I'm gonna use this, the bow. Simple bow. Find arrows, use it. There's also different crossbows in the game, which is why there's arrows as a ammo type. So keep that in mind. Actually, there's... And I fell in. Alright, we're gonna keep this out. And also, if y'all pay attention to chat and read that too, I'm sure you guys will get some information, some extra information that I'm not explaining. Just because people are just talking about things and it'll give offhand information, which is how I learned most of the things in this game, by the way. It was offhand information, because out of all of the people that I know that play this game, I was the first one. Ooh, P99. I'll take that. Alright. Now, this episode's probably going to be shorter, just because it's kind of wrapping up the previous one. Now, here we are. This is what I came here for. So, these are ammo crates. Now, these are technically military, but they'll have this, like, wooden crate with an X design on it, not like these. These are just kind of like wooden crates with an X on it. They look very similar, but you can see the difference. This one just looks more like a barrel. This just looks like a block. And these can have ammo in them. Sometimes you'll find a ton of ammo, sometimes you'll find none. It's all RNG. Like, you see I'm getting some decent ammo here. And you can find, ooh, medcal. That's what I mean. And so, if I can find a box with... No, I can't use it. Alright, well, couldn't use that sniper ammo box because I have no sniper ammo. But basically what those boxes do is, I'll show you guys later. I have a plan for like a podcast type episode. I have a plan for going through and just having fun and going through my looting spots. And I'll explain more stuff along the way. But for now, there's just some things I can't demonstrate without, like, I don't know, spending half an hour going looking for stuff. And I really don't want to do that. So I might as well just say the next episode is probably going to be an hour-long episode. Maybe even longer. Maybe shorter. Don't know. But somewhere around that time frame. And I'm just going to kind of play the game for a while, as I would normally play it. And then after that episode, I'm going to go back to my counterattack account and then tell you guys everything about that. And yeah, so that'll be great. For now, I'm going to finish looting these houses. I'm going to look for somebody to kill. Oddly enough, haven't heard too many people here. I've only heard one gunshot, and the guy probably is dead. So, just because gunshots are kind of like a last resort. You use your melee. If you're fighting zombies, you hardly ever use your bullets, right? And if you only got one shot in, odds are it wasn't a zombie, and odds are you didn't have time to get another shot in, if you know what I mean. So, ooh, 4, jeez. All right, I'll break this stuff down. Gonna switch out guns here. I'm gonna hold on to them. Yeah, I don't really want to go through this whole building looting. Kind of on a bit of a time crunch, but not really. All right. Oh, and when you shoot, obviously, more zombies spawn. So you'll see, no doubt, more zombies will come from one direction somewhere. Yeah. Even though there was none around before I shot. So you just generally don't want to use a gun unless you have to for, you know, killing zombies. You mostly just want to use melee. And there's some pretty good melee weapons in the game, so there's sometimes no need to even shoot. Alright. This is another good military ammo area. Ooh, high caliber rounds. Now these are good. Medcal. Yeah, some good creds here. These arrows are pretty good. Oh, shotgun. Alright, so this is actually good. I only have 4 shells, but I can show you guys. So basically you put in your hotbar and you act as if you use your throwing button, right? Like whatever you use to throw out of your inventory, and it'll load it up. And like the guns, you can type /ammo and it'll load it up. And you just unload one, or you shift click to unload them all. And there you go. So pretty simple, nothing crazy. And we're gonna keep looting here. Got some, what was this? Medcal, don't need one yet. High cal, don't need it. Alright, we're up to 40. Let me see. 2, 3, yeah. That's what I thought. No, it's all 15 for the first ones. Now, I guess I was gonna do it in the next episode, but I guess I can spend the rest of this episode explaining probably the biggest thing you'll need to know. Aside from the bare basics, which I explained in the previous episode, is soul weapons. Now, soul weapons are basically like, I mean, they're kind of self-explanatory, really. Basically, they're just weapons that, when you die, you spawn back and they're in your inventory, as if, you know, you just get it back. Basically, you just get your gun back. So every gun has a soul variant, and some have an upgraded soul variant, but those are pretty rare, so odds are you'll never see one. I have never seen one. Well, I've seen one once, and I bought it and just resold it for more money, but you probably won't see them because they're pretty rare. But every gun has a variant. Now, they're pretty expensive. So you guys saw in the last episode, see how long it takes for me to get credits? So a soul pistol costs about, probably a good one, about 1k credits. And a great soul pistol costs about 3,500 credits. Now, primaries range from 2,000 credits all the way up to 250,000 credits. In fact, even more. I would argue some guns go for probably 300,000 credits. And so that's where the economy comes in this game, is when guns cost that much. Now, they don't cost that much for no reason, though, because it is incredibly overpowered to have the best gun in the game and never die, or when you die, you always get it back, right? You die, you spawn in, you go kill the guy instantly if you have the best gun in the game, like a Barrett. I know it goes for 250,000. I know XM8s are pretty expensive, miniguns, stuff, you know, just guns that sound good are good, right? So they're pretty expensive. And I'll show you guys, I have soul weapons of my own, and I'll show you guys in the next episode. Actually, I'll show you in 2 episodes from now. But yeah, they're pretty overpowered, but at the same time, they're really not that overpowered, and they're pretty nice to have, because it's nice being able to die. And you guys have seen how often I've died, right? That's because I don't have a soul weapon right now. When you have a soul weapon, odds of you dying go down drastically when you get into firefights, at least against people who are bad. Unless they have a better soul weapon than you, odds are you'll probably win your fight, which is nice, right? And it's also nice to have it for when you die and you need like just a pistol to kill zombies, you know, or you see somebody and they're low level 2. It's just all around nice to have one, and I don't think it impacts the game too much, at least early on. for you because you probably won't even notice. You'll just think that high level people kill you because they just do, which is part of the reason, but it's also because they have soul guns that are really good. And I would say once you start getting into soul guns, that's when the game gets a lot more like PvP based, because the game is all about exploring and surviving and just flat out having fun early on before when you're ignorant, right? And that's how all games are, right? There's this just mystical nature about games when you first play them. That's just like, man, it's just so much to do. And that's how I felt when I first started. But now that I've played a little bit, I think I understand things a little bit better. And the magic is slowly starting to wear away, at least from the beginning. And now the magic is changing into a PvP based game, where you fight over having the best guns and yeah, like the best. I personally can't wait to find some nice soul snipers. I haven't gotten there yet, but once I do, I that's when things get fun for me, because then I can sit on top of rooftops and just snip people. So yeah, soul weapons, I'll go into more depth into weapon types and which souls are bad and this and that again next episode when I have more time to explain it. And then the last thing I'm going to explain before I end this episode off, which is probably another pretty big thing that I could have showed you guys in the last episode, but it just wouldn't have been as fun. I'm dehydrating. Oh, shoot. Didn't even notice. Didn't even come close to noticing. Well, that's what this is used for. Now, when you break grass, there are three different things roughly you can get. The variants of mushrooms, which means you can find a bowl and make mushroom stew, which is one of the better foods in the game. Or you can find rocks, which I obviously just got, which you can use to throw, have fun, do whatever. And then there's one last thing, if I could find them here. There we are. Man, so many rocks. And that is, I got 2 of them right here. So, what you will eventually end up using for food most of the time is probably these berries. Now, you see how many I can get. Jeez, that scared me so bad. Bleeding. Oh, sweet. Also get to show off bleeding since I didn't in the last one. Pretty simple. Oh, I do have bandies. Right click, and I'm good. So, these bandages, you can use them. I'm going to go up here so there's no zombies. Or bandages. These berries, you can use. You just right click, and you eat them. Now, they do give you a status effect, however. They're not completely like, oh, I just get infinite food. You do get this nausea and slowness, which I can assure you, if you're in a firefight and you need to quickly eat food, this is the worst possible food you can eat because your aim goes completely away. Like, you just cannot aim. So you can't use them in all circumstances, but they are nice if you're just like on the road or whatever like this and you just don't have any food. They're like a last resort type food, and you'll probably end up using them the most just because of that reason. So you see that all the way back up to full hearts off of berries. So I didn't want to show you guys in the last episode just to didn't want to ruin it. The fun of looking for food. That's one of the parts of the game that's not really a big deal later on is food. But you still do have to eat often. So, well, on that note, we got a full nice inventory, and I know where we are, and I'm going to log out right, open up this. I'm going to log out right here. Make sure nobody gets up here. And I will see you guys in the next episode, and I will plan out a route for me to go on. And I'm going to loot. And there's also a map, by the way, which is I'll show you guys in the next episode, or at least I'll tell you guys more about it. I'm gonna use the map, and I'm gonna kind of map out a little bit of a little route to go on to go find loot. I'm gonna end up at a certain place that I usually go to. Everything will be all figured out next episode, but for now, and keep this episode a little shorter. So hopefully these last 2 episodes have explained enough for the game for anybody who's new, who wants to play and just have a little bit of fun. They can play it. So yeah. Also, I suck at tutorials, if you haven't guessed already. It's just not my forte, but you know, I thought I'd try it out. Also good videos. Anyways, so hope you guys have a good one. Can't wait to record the next episode and put it up for you guys. After that, maybe I'll play with some friends. I don't know. We'll see how things go. So, take care, everybody. Peace.